Deseret News Rewind is presented by Heidemann & Associates, a full-service law firm dedicated to winning for you. Call them now for a free consultation. Welcome in Deseret News Rewind. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart, as always, presented by Heidemann & Associates and brought to you by the Utah Army National Guard.
That's right, over 150 different career path options available through the Utah Army National Guard. So if you're looking to take that next step in your life but don't quite know what you want to do or where you want to focus, no better place to learn that than the Utah Army National Guard. And to learn more, visit www.nationalguard.com.
Well, hope you enjoyed the day of love, of Valentine's Day, and the day of honesty. President's Day. If you're thinking about Honest Abe, George Washington, that's what this is all about.
I thought you were calling for DTRs on Valentine's Day. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
That too. We're DTRing all day today. If you don't know what that means, go look up the Zuby Dictionary. I can say that because I'm a Cougar and a BYU Cougar, and let's not get that all worked out as well. So anyway,
that kind of night.
If you watch the stream, you understand this is what was coming. As we're here at Woods Cross taking care of Bountiful and being the Region 1, our Region 5 number 1, if you would, in the old format of the region champion. So, talking girls basketball on this one, getting you set for the state tournaments. RPI is shut down. Awesome. As we're going to be getting ready to talk about 5A, 6A. We're going to give you some dark horses, but, let's look at how things ended. Starting first in, let's go opening statement brought to you by Heidemann & Associates. If you got any law needs whatsoever, go check out Heidemann & Associates. We talk about taking care of Living Will and Trust. They're there to take care of you. We're going to learn more at www.utah.law. I want to thank Justin Heidemann, his support here of Deseret News Rewind. And first of all, opening statement is the only statement. In 6A, we're talking dark horses. Well, there's a white horse, and we're silver, and that's the Fremont Silverwolves.
There is a lead horse, and it is the Fremont Silverwolves, and right now it's by a couple lengths. They really had their shot. We talked about it on the show last week. They showed how good they are by just dominating Syracuse. This is a really good Syracuse squad, and they took it to them from the start. Make no mistake about it, Fremont is the team to beat. They just are. Now, you can see that last year, too. They didn't win it, right? So we're not crowning them champs. You want to crown them? Crown them. But we're not doing that yet. Still got work to do, but the lead horse is the Fremont Silverwolves. They are that good.
Well, let's go through what we normally do very quickly here. Region 1, Syracuse is probably the one team out of there that can make a deep run in the state tournament.
Well, I think Davis, too. I think
Davis as well. I was going to go next.
Right. Mabry, they've got some nice youth, some scorers there. That's going to be very matchup-based. They don't have a lot of size to them. So if you have to go up against like a Harriman or some of these other longer teams, or Riverton, you might struggle there. But the Davis Stars do have some pieces that can score the ball.
Now, I know Mabry watches our videos. I'm just trying to give you a little bit of bulletin board material. You walk in and say, Dusty said, it's not true. But absolutely. Davis could be there too. Yeah. Region 2, Hunter comes in 9-1 out of region play, but Region 2, as always, they got to fight a little bit of a stigma going into state tournaments.
They do, and this is a region where inconsistency has kind of been the theme. Hunter's been really good. We've seen Taylorsville play. It feels like on any given night, they've competed well. We both thought West Jordan would be really good. They've really struggled in region play. It's going to be real interesting to watch how Region 2 represents the RPI. Hey, this is no longer Region 2 against Region 4, whatever. They're going to have to prove their mettle a little bit here in this new format in both the boys and the girls tournaments.
Region 3. Now, this is the region everyone points to.
Oh, man.
Fremont, you won Region 1. However, in Region 3 teams, here's where you struggled, right? Well, okay. Bingham and Copper Hills were at the top of it, tied anyway. And then Harriman Riverton tied right behind them.
Yeah, this region's really deep. And, I have a feeling some of our dark horses might come out of this region because you can't win them all if you're every team in Region 3, right? But there's a lot of really good teams in this region, a lot of really good players. Avalon Miller, we've seen her. This is going to be a fun region to follow through the state tournament. I think you'll see some runs out of Region 3.
Region 4, it is all Lone Peak. 10-0 through region play.
Yeah.
They come in playing very, very well for Coach Nancy Warner.
How about Westlake with a nice win this last week over Skyridge? Had a 22-12 fourth quarter, able to win that one. Skyridge had a late game this week where it looked maybe started to get back on the right track. This is going to be interesting. Lone Peak is really good, and they have a lot of freshmen, a lot of youth. That is a program built for future success, but they can have success this year. Lone Peak going to be a team to keep your eye on.
Very interesting. So let's look at the 5A tournament because we're going to do we'll do our dark horses toward the end of the video. But Region 5, perfect. Farmington Phoenix finishing 10-0.
Boy, so impressive. Kunzler, what a year she has had for the Phoenix. Coach Price obviously setting the record for most victories. This is a Farmington team that we haven't talked in a ton of detail about, but they do things the Coach Price way, right? That's defense and team play. They're going to be really, really good, fun to watch in the tournament.
Finished 19-2 on the regular season. Now, Region 6, 3 teams. Yeah, 3 teams. You got Highland, who did it in the regular season with some offense, then Skyline and East.
Yeah, Highland with a really dominative win over Cottonwood this last week. Glasgow had 14-8, Longy 16-7. You know, in years past, this is a defensive-minded team. They're still defense, but that offense, as you mentioned, really started to come alive the back half of the year. Skyline, great to see them back at top, competing for the region. And don't forget about East, defending state champ, Nani Falatea. Got to keep an eye on her. Olympus as well. Murray, boy, there are so many teams in this Region 6 that can make runs.
Well, the team right now, maybe at the top of 5A for the next couple of years. Yeah. How about Lehigh? 12-0 in the regular season region play.
We talk about the Warrens.
21-0 on the season.
Yeah. Yeah, they finished the year undefeated. And, you know, we were at Lehigh this week. They were on the road against Timpanogos. People waited around to celebrate the region title and undefeated year for the girls team. There's something special in Lehigh basketball right now, girls and boys, and love to see that community come out and support it. It's been fun.
The bus came down with some fanfare.
Yes, it did.
Honking the horn all the way.
Yeah.
You got to keep your eye on Coach Dorius. Yeah. And the Tippy Thunderbirds. They got they'll have their say too. Region 8, Springville, Maple Mountain, and Salem Hills.
Boy, some really just crazy games this last week to force kind of a log jam at the top of that region. I mean, Wasatch defeated Maple Mountain. I didn't see that one coming. Wasatch got the win. Then Maple Mountain had to go beat Salem Hills. They did that. So they were both tied coming into games on Friday night. Region 8, man, just all over. This is a really good region. The top teams really. We haven't even talked about Springville yet. I mean, there are a lot of teams in this Region 8 that factor to be a factor in the 5A state tournament.
Well, let's talk about best of the rest before because some of these tournaments are already going.
Yep.
But let's go through some fun ones. We'll start with you. We'll let you go first.
How about Altamont over Gunnison Valley, 56-53, a tight game. And it was Allison Abbott, 17, Madison Zeman with 16, hit 4 threes in the win for Altamont.
How about Carbon? BAINCO. We're going to be talking about them maybe a little bit later, too. Taking care of ALA. How about Preston, the intern, stepping in with some information this week, just giving us great notes.
It's about time. Last week of the year.
It doesn't want to show up to shoot games next week, but whatever. Juab and Richfield. Richfield hit 7 threes in a big win for the Lady Wildcats.
How about North Summit this week? Great week for North Summit. Did you just talk about? No, Richfield. Yeah. You started laughing. I was like, wait, did I get that right?
Fitzfrancis is giving me dirty looks off camera, yeah.
North Summit's Anywho. Kennedy 60-25 over Monticello, McQueen 26, Waterston 14-11, and 71-38 over Gunnison Valley, McQueen 22-9, Waterston 16-10. Is there a better duo? Certainly not in their classification. They're one of the top in the state. Good week for North Summit coming into the state tournament, 21-1 overall. What about Skyview over Green Canyon? Green Canyon kind of thought, hey, paved path now, right? Skyview with a nice win. Did we talk about that last week?
No. I don't
remember. Anyway.
A week ago seems like a long time ago.
It does. Had a 19-14 fourth quarter, Skyview with a win.
How about South Sevier finishing out the season perfect? Got that win last week against Richfield. They took care of business against Providence Hall, going mirror image as South Sevier went 9-1, taking the number 1 seed out of Region 12.
How about Water Canyon with a 41-40 win over Bryce Valley? Melissa Jessup with 20 points, hit 4 threes. Water Canyon with the win.
Hey, Lady Judge Memorial Bulldogs, how about cinching it up, took care of Union. Bulldogs coming in number 1 out of that region. So let's get into it.
Yeah, here we go.
Dark Horses, brought to you by Heidemann and Associates. Give Heidemann Associates a call. They're there for you.
Yeah, they are. Full-service law firm with locations wherever you live throughout the state of Utah. To learn more, visit utah.law, or if you give them a call, 801-754-4240. Tell them Deseret News Rewind sent you. You'll get a free consultation from the experts at Heidemann Associates.
All right, we always go 6A, 5A to best of the rest. We're going to go best of the rest.
Hey, there you
5A,
go.
6A.
There you go.
All right, so we're going 1. Okay, region 1A is already going.
Well, are we picking state champs?
State champs, yes.
In 1A, 2A, 3A.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm going to give you Dark Horse, too, but yeah, 1 Dark Horse in 3A, if you can guess who it is.
I wonder who that could be.
All right, you're 1A state champ.
How about a team that last won a state championship in 2011. I got the Rich Rebels, Dusty, 18-3. McKenna Stacy's had a really good year, averaging 18 points a game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. I got the Rebels.
You know, I miss the days of being at Carbon High School. Late in the year, the 1A tournament would come to Price, that mecca of basketball. They played the BDAC at Carbon High. Rich was always good. I'll go Rich Rebels.
All right.
Absolutely. I hate picking the same ones, but they're always good. All right, 2A.
2A, I already talked about this team, North Summit. I don't think there's a team that can compete with them. I got Kennedy McQueen and North Summit.
We've been talking Kennedy McQueen for a few years.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like we're on the Isaacson train, Box Elder fame.
Okay.
Yeah, Kennedy McQueen and North Summit for me as well.
All right.
3A.
3A. Well, this is a team that I'm really high on. We saw them a couple years ago. I got the Judge Memorial Bulldogs. Have never won a state championship in girls basketball. According to our research department, never. Dusty, Taya Sidbury, 25-11. Mia Tarver, 11-5. I got the Judge Memorial Bulldogs for what I think is the first state championship in girls basketball in school history.
You know, first of all, the dark horse in 3A, the winner, Carbon Richfield. You just keep your eye on that one.
Do you have a prognostication for who wins?
Well,
I think I have an idea.
Carbon wins.
I think it probably propels them to a state championship, right? Which probably propels them to a national championship. We got you, Carbon.
It'd be the first state championship since 2005 when Morgan Warburton, who went on to play in the WNBA, started at the University of Utah. Yeah, led the Carbon Dinos over Morgan at the East Center. One of the two of us was there for that one. But yeah, so Carbon, winner, Carbon Richfield, got that one. But no, I'm going to go a little bit different than you. Okay? For the sake of not always picking the same one here in the girls' side, I'm going South Sevier, the Lady Rams.
Yeah, good one.
Kenzie Jones averaging 14 points a game. Presley Chappell averaging 12.7.
Good one. Good one.
All right. 4A.
Now dark horses, right?
Yeah.
All right. My 4A dark horses. I got 2 of them for you. Right? We're going 2?
Yeah,
right?
2. Yeah.
All right. 2 dark horses in 4A for me. First, how about Skyview? We already mentioned, got a nice win this last week over Green Canyon. They've won 6 straight, including wins over Ridgeline and Green Canyon. I think Skyview playing really well right now. And I only have 1 in 4A.
Okay, we'll go 1.
That's how confident I feel with my dark horse in 4A.
We're both on Skyview. Here's a fun one. Okay, just for giggles.
Yeah.
I go way south. Yeah. How about Pineview? Lady Pineview, 9-4 out of this regular season. Mainly because in girls basketball, when you're top seeds, they're top seeds for a reason.
Yeah, right,
they're top seeds because they are normally just head and shoulders.
And we should clarify this. Dark horse, we mean they're not a favorite, but we think there's a team capable of making a run, right?
Make a run.
We're like, what do you mean? They're not going to win state championship. We're not saying that.
Yeah.
Saying capable of making a run.
Avery Papa. Look out for Avery Papa.
Yeah, she's been solid all year.
14 points a game.
Good one.
All right, 5A.
5A for me. All right, I do have 2 here. First, the Olympus Titans. This is a team that has competed with the best of them in Region 6. Alyssa Blank, just a freshman, averages a double-double, 16 and 11. Roosevelt and Clough both with 8 apiece. I think Olympus has the offense to make a run. My second team, Viewmont. All the talk about Farmington, and no one's really given Viewmont a ton of love this year. 11-9. Gunnell averages 12 a game. I think the Vikings could put together a run in the girls' 5A state tournament.
You know, there is a former 3A power in 5A now in girls basketball.
Yeah.
The Wasatch Wasps.
That's what I figured.
Yeah. I mean, look at the wins in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been solid.
Springville, Maple Mountain, doesn't matter. They're stinging. Aspen, Newman, averaging 14.65 points per game.
All right.
And the shoes of Kim Parker come the Wasatch Wasps. They had some others years prior, but those are too painful for me to bring up. How about Mountain View? Heralding from way back when.
Yeah.
Kofusi's got our team moving. These are deep dark horses, that one in particular. But maybe Mountain View make a run. They were finished top 500 in Region 7.
I like it. That's a proud program. Great tradition history.
Former
great to see them get
national
back.
power. All right, how about your 6A?
All right, 6A. Hey, look, if you've noticed, I have a trend here. I'm not leaving regions. You think I'm going to do it for 6A? No. Let's start with my first dark horse. I got the Riverton Silver Wolves. Avalon Miller has been so good this year for Riverton. This is a team, again, has shown they can compete with the top of that region, right? Swept Harriman. They got a lot of pieces committed to defense. Love what we've seen from Riverton this year. And then the second for me, you want to talk about teams that have gotten some nice boosted wins? How about a team that's below 500 in the Jordan Beat Diggers?
Oh.
But again, they have impressive wins over against some of the top teams in that region, including over Bingham. I got the Jordan Beat Diggers as one of my dark horses in 6A.
I'm sandbagging on these ones. We're going to argue for just a little bit. Because dark horses are, hey, we think they could win or maybe not win. Sometimes it's, we thought you were something, haven't quite finished that way. No one thinks you're going to win now. One guy does. 2 teams for you. Skyridge, Harriman.
Whoa, there's some dark horses. Hey, they were number 1 of the year, but that's cool.
But hey, 6-4 in region play. Some tough losses down the stretch. They aren't playing their best basketball. They just have not played up to their potential at the end of the year. Not coming in with rhythm, not coming in with confidence. I'll give you some confidence. Skyridge and Harriman, former number 1s, got to find their way back.
Yeah, they do. It'd be great for them, but we'll see. State tournament right around the corner.
I believe in you. In the words of the great film, Peter Pan.
I never said I didn't.
He just didn't give himself a chance to. I did. Who do you got? Dark horses in the state tournaments. Hit us up on Twitter at Dane News Rewind, at Dane_Store, at Dusty Litster. For Vince Francis and Dane Stewart, I'm Dusty Litster. Thanks for joining us and watching Deseret News Rewind on Deseret.com.